What do you think she's going to do?
We know what she's going to do.
She's
She's
going
going
to
to run as an independent, and she's going to make sure that Trump wins. That's pretty much what happens. No, right? Because she probably does get some of the vote away from Biden.
But, okay, so her doing means she's going to go ask for money. She's going to ask people to give her money to pay for her life.
That's the only way you can,
and for her to not do anything.
I'm so confused. What are you talking about?
I see what he's saying is you live off donations.
What's she actually going to do now?
Like, how is she going to make money is his question. How does Tulsi Gabbard live her life day to day?
Well, her podcast.
Okay, I forgot she had a podcast.
But I what do you mean day to day? Like, she ran for president before, but she was still the House Senate representative or whatever. The government.
You get paid as
now she's not getting paid by anybody, and how is she? Well, she's going to get some people to back her, right?
Yep.
That's Kamar's point, though. Is it's like a GoFundMe you set up pretty much, where you're like, I'm gonna try to make the country better,
because she's refusing to take political donations. Is that?
No, she's probably gonna take those. She's only taking those.
She's voiding herself from taking Democratic donations.
So I'm not sure. I understand
she's bringing Democrats over to begin
your question.
I think the big thing is just politicians in general. Like, what the fuck do they actually do?
What he's saying is this, Simon.
She's going to be obligated to somebody.
Hear me out, Simon. Believe what he's trying to say is, if you're a politician who works for the government, you're a government employee. We call you a politician, but at the end of the day, you work for the government, right?
Okay.
Like, my mom is not a politician. She's retired now, but she worked for the government, right?
Okay.
What he's saying is, if you're a politician who is not elected,
yeah, that's what I'm saying.
You are, at that point, you just have an OnlyFans where you don't get naked, in hopes that you get a government job. Am I correct?
I'm not sure. She never specified what, if everything worked out best for her, where she ends up.
You're just saying because she doesn't have a lot of money, because lots of people run for office without being part of the government.
Okay, then she is running for a government job.
You're not.
Of course she's running for a government job.
Simon?
She's running for president of the United States.
You're missing the point.
No, I think he's missing the point, but go ahead.
Hold on. I believe what he's saying is this, is like, let's say you're running for, I don't know, the mayor of Ottawa. Just low level, right? You probably have a job while you're running, right? So maybe you're a lawyer during the day and you're campaigning. So you still have an income. You're obviously looking for political donations because signs and ads, that costs money. But you have a job that is, I think what he's saying is, what is, like, if Tulsi doesn't have a job,
she's just going to give
if
speeches.
if she doesn't have a job, then what she's doing is she's out there saying, I'd like you, the American taxpayer, to donate money in hopes that I can get a job in the government and make wherever I am better. That's all.
I'm not trying to indict her.
No, she's running for president. She's not running for the mayor of Kansas.
I get it. And guess
mean?
what? We all, even she said it, she knows she's not going to win. You know she's not going to win. He knows she's not going to win. I know she's not going to win. So the point still remains. She's asking taxpayers to give her money so for 9 months, 2 years, she can push to be something we know she's not going to be.
I think it'd be better if we could go back the politician that Joe supported.
Joe Jorgensen.
But wait, she must think she can win.
Why?
Well, because otherwise, why bother?
Listen, I know people that live with tons of delusion.
You're coming around, Simon.
Simon, I know people that are 40 and are still like, my rap career is going to take off any day now.
She's not delusional, though.
She said she wanted to be president. And then she said, but I'm going to run independent. So let's go over the last 100 years of presidencies. Who was the last independent to win?
Though, in this situation, that's actually more realistic than her saying, I'm going to win the Democratic Party.
I agree.
That's impossible. We've seen that's like more impossible than winning as an independent.
I agree. Both of them are impossible.
No.
Yes.
No.
Yes.
Ross Perot almost did it.
A billionaire, but he was a billionaire.
But that you don't know who is saying to Tulsi behind the scenes.
We do. It's Klaus Schwab.
Yes, that's exactly who it is. Do this. I'll take care of everything else. You just be the face.
I think that's the biggest crime of this one. I mean, he could have done.
He didn't ask about going to that
If we
school.
know that she's met Klaus Schwab, or we've seen a picture of her in the room with him.
No, she went to that university.
Yeah, so
or whatever it was. It's not a university. It's something.
And inquire about that. Maybe that'd be at the risk of discrediting her. I just wonder what politicians actually do. because they talk about they represent the people, but politicians can't be thinking about me all day that I voted. A politician I voted for isn't thinking about me all day and how I can make Kamar's life better.
Joe's
Kamar's life better.
The way that's how they talk, right? Politicians are like, I'm going to do it for you because you can't.
Okay, but I don't get it. Like, Joe spent the whole episode sucking her dick about how she lit Kamala Harris up. Joe could ask a simple question like, hey, maybe you want to clear up this whole Klaus Schwab thing.
No, and that's the biggest. It happens every once in a while that there's just a elephant in the room, so to speak, that isn't addressed.